Welcome, everyone. My first ever just random throwout show. Not even really a show. I guess you can call it a speech. Some stuff that needs to be addressed about the game, about the drama behind the game, behind the shows. I watched Phil earlier, and I gotta give Phil credit. I have mad respect for Phil, and Phil knows this. I love Phil to pieces, and every damn day he wants to come on that show, he's welcome to. I will never stop him from coming on the show. He makes some valid points on some things. Um, some things I absolutely 100 agree with. The game, the way Kickside is releasing stuff that's broken, not tested, is a problem. It's been a problem. We've been begging for test servers. We've been begging for pre-servers. We've been begging for trusted testers. Kickside don't want to listen. He's right. Kickside chooses to listen when they want to. When it comes to that, Kickstarter's always going to do what they want. And whether we can address it, not address it, it's been a long time problem. They throw this stuff out. We go on huge rants. They lose a couple players. They fix it. Instead of losing players, they just should do some testing, and that problem would be solved. Yes, this game and the coding is old, new, and junk mixed together. So it's always going to have broken, glitch, whatnot problems. If the game was smooth running, I don't know if I could play it. I mean, I just so used to it. So it's one of those things where I guess what we ask people to play and how to play them, it better be fun. Now, I'm very fortunate to have that fun. I'm very, very fortunate to have that fun. I have good people around me. I have Ghost Rider. I have Socrates and aka Quick Draw. I got aka Happy. I got good people around me. We are in Hangouts daily. We have a good time. We laugh. It's 90% of the time, it's not even the game keeping us playing. It is us. It is just the common game that we get in these Hangouts. And the frustration of our personal lives pour out. So I guess you could say that, that is what keeps me here. Whether that is a good enough reason or not, I'm still here. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the game when I get in some PvP fights. The PvP has changed through the years. The PvE has definitely changed through the years. Now it is all about trying to get us to take damage from Kickside. It's not about the challenge of the base. It's about how much damage they're going to force on us. Before it would be a wrong thinker would challenge people. Send me a video. Show me how you can get free repair out of it. Live on some of the other shows. That was kick-ass fun. Hands down kick-ass fun. That was when the game was fun. Wrong thinker, if you'll ever do listen, which would be good, do those challenges again. Pop in on some of the shows. Don't have to sit there and address 101 questions. Just throw out a challenge like that. Hell, Golden Doodle. You could do that. CM Bernie. You could do that. Stop in on the YouTube sides. Do that. Put a challenge out there. I think you would find that some of us would come back just to accept that challenge. That would be fun. Bring back the fun in the game wise. That is to address some of the other parts of that Phil brought up. Yes, I am. I would call myself blacklisted from Unshackled for whatever reason. Now, I evidently have been called a lot of things through the years of playing this game. A lot of things. But am I worried about going on Unshackled? No, I have my time, my show. I stay fully busy. Personal life. So doing my show is enough for me. Would I love to be, get with some of those guys live and go back and forth on some of these hot topics of broken stuff lately? Yes. Yes, I would. They have good people on there. Anton Airlines, one of the most straight shooter class act people in the game. Right there. I would love to, go back and forth with him. Because I'm very passionate about this game. Yes, passion. I try walking away for a couple of days. It ain't gonna happen. But it's people like that make me come back to say yes. I'd like to still be welcome there. I'm not, but I would like to be. As far as somebody addressed, well, I'll say his name. He wanted to go on Phil's show and say people were crying. Godscope said people were crying about not getting on the Unshackled. Sir, I don't care if I've been allowed on there or not. I'm sorry. It's if I'm allowed, that's great. But I think it's I don't disallow anybody. I've actually helped you and showed you how to do a bass before the pre-show. You could have waited to see it on the show, but I said, I'll take a few extra minutes. We had some time before the show, and I've actually showed you how to do a bass. I don't have a problem with anybody. Any one of them, Champ, Dava, David, Anton, any one of those great Unshackled personnel can come on my show anytime. And I loved how they told me, I had to be vetted. Well, Phil's vetted me. I show my account live. I've been multiple times vetted on the show. They want to vet me anytime they want. Well, okay, that got squashed. That's fine. I don't care. Like I said, if I can't go on it, I can't go on it. It just, personally, I think it hurts the community to have the separation. Well, see, now Godscope's making it clear. He wasn't talking about me. I'm a class act. Much respect to you. See, now we're addressing stuff. This is why we need more communication through the community, because these shows are not for egos. Yes, at one time I think Dr. Phil got a little ego boost from it, but he's always going to have an ego because he is the immortal one. Much respect to you, Phil. I love you to pieces. This game and this community and these shows are supposed to be to help the community handle the broken stuff, handle the frustration, show ways to get back at Kickside. And when I mean get back, save your damages, have fun other ways, keep your repair costs down. Also call them out on their mistakes. Phil brought up a valid point. We begged for lower upgrade times. They gave it to us. Then they shoved all those days we saved, they shoved in the back end with new upgrades. Matter of fact, I think the math actually adds up to a couple extra days. We called them out on it a couple times, but yet there's still falling on deaf ears. We try to call them out on people, using manipulations. Yes, there's more manipulations now than people want to admit. Yes, Kickside seems to work on them here and there. Well, I'm sorry, Kickside. If you did some of the testing that we've asked for, I think you catch more of that manipulation, more of the problems. You know what? That would be awesome. That would be fantastic. Dad just put it right out there, flat out. If Kickside want, we could ask Kickside to check players. I think that would be fantastic. Hey, Kickside, check my. Oh wait, they've been in my account this week alone, but that's fine with me. I have no secrets. I have nothing to hide when it comes to this game. I've been playing it, coining it, still coining, still playing. My problem is I want to address the fact that some people are upset they can't go back and forth on shows. Valid people that are not cheating. Yes, I asked that one or two to please just drop it, but they seem to. I think they took it very personal. And now people are saying, they're crying about it or whatnot. Personally, I don't look. If they don't want Unshackled, that's their business. They run their show. That's their house. This is my house. The Situation Room was brought and built by two people, and that was Devious and myself. Now, Devious, unfortunately, has stepped away for personal issues, other ventures. Myself, I'm still here. I'm here every single day. Just ask Stuart. He stalks me like freaking crazy. He had to make a number 2 account just to park it in our sector, just to stalk me. I find it funny. The thing about this, I don't actually. I give him credit because he stalks more than me. He stalks Champ. He gets forum banned. He's on his 3rd Discord name. The guy is everywhere. He puts so much time into it. I don't know how he does it. I do believe the reason you got timed out is you were addressing some things that should not have been addressed into the YouTube chat. And I actually watched it and agreed with the timeout at the time. So here's the deal, guys. These shows are supposed to be for the community. They're not ego builders. They're time consuming, I'll tell you that, because you got to prep. You got to post. You got to let everybody know what you're working on, what they're going to see, how we can help them. Okay? So I have to take an hour before each show, sometimes within 24 hours before the show, sometimes twice before the show, just to make sure I set up the link properly, which I screw up constantly. I advertise it correctly, which I screw up constantly. Facebook, being as retarded as been lately, has sometimes wants me to validate that I'm not a robot, so that takes even more time. It's time consuming. I could be playing the game. Hell, I could be having a personal life. I'm not here to be Dr. Phil. I'm not here to make my ego any bigger. I'm not here to make my life more full. I'm here to help everybody. I have literally gotten in hangouts with people that are on my panel, not on my panel, going through their accounts side by side, part of my clan, not part of my clan, and literally have helped them. Unit by unit by unit, because that's the person I am. I want to help. I want people to succeed. I want them to grow and become somebody. I want to challenge your base. I want that. That's who I am. I've helped many, many people. Some people will never admit it. Some people will be glad to be the first one to step on up and admit it. Welcome, Nutcracker, by the way, IGC, and you're right. The prepping is a lot of work. So to say I really want to go on Unshackled, it's not I do or don't. Heck, I've tried to get with them in the past to see if we could do a united show under a united banner, Unshackled Situation for the events. It would have been a neutral section. I got turned down before a blink of an eye. Fine. Hey, that's great. You guys want to do your thing? We're going to do my thing. That's fine. But don't say I'm crying about it. Don't say I'm upset about it. Only thing I'm upset about is people. I don't get to throw stuff back and forth with dedicated players like Anton and Dave. Oh, David. I'll tell you what. Some of the information sometimes I get with David and PMs, just little PMs in the past. In the past, now I haven't talked to him recently. In the PMs in the past, and the talks, the information is above my grade. Technically, he could technically out give me more technical information than I can handle. Anton will be right there. He'll sacrifice units to show you extra stuff. Class act. Those guys are class act. That's that's the only thing I miss about when we could cross and go back and forth. When hot topics came up, we could go back and forth. Addressing some of the things about people talking on pre-shows. I've been in pre-shows and after shows with Daba, Anton, so many people. I've been in it. I've actually been in a couple after shows with Anton falling asleep. I think one of them I was about to fall asleep into, to be honest. That's what I miss. The open the flood doors and help the community and be together and have fun. I made this show because I wanted to have fun. I made this show because there was a divide in the community and I was trying to fill it. There was a divide of information at the time because there was a split as it was between Battle Vortex and Unshackled. And for a little while, we filled it. We filled it very well. People were thanking us. Well, we didn't get that from there, and over there, they're too busy going after each other. Thank you for giving us this information. Now we have the Battle Vortex. I don't know what's going on. I got told it is being shut down. I was told by the end of the year it's being shut down. That's up to them. That's their house. But Nutcracker has been welcomed on my show. I've invited Nicole Geary on. Can't remember her game name. Sorry, Nicole, for using your real name. I've invited her on for Ladies' Night one time. We got Ladies' Night coming again. I will be inviting her again. I don't want the divide. I don't want the split. I want the community joint, working together. Yeah, I do know that, Nutcracker. I do know, and I still to this day can't figure that out. How is Stuart an expert player? Well, he probably does know a lot about the game. I'll give him that because he's definitely all over the damn game. But he's been in trouble so many times. I don't understand. Evidently, what he gets trouble with is not on his main account, so Kickside overlooks it. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't stalk him enough to go into that information. I feel like I get enough information from him stalking me. That's enough. I mean, he's tried to answer a couple of my tickets. I shut it down pretty quick. But back to the divide that we have built. Yes, BV will carry on in another format. That's great to hear. I wouldn't call it BV though. If I were you, I would completely change the name to something else. That's just a recommendation. Get away from the past and bring something new. If they're shutting down Battle Vortex, you guys want to go continue to call it Hangout, but cut the BV out. Run on your own 2 feet. You guys probably have enough solid everyday followers where you can do that. But let's get rid of this damn divide. The door is open. You guys do it in a little different time zone because you guys are a little more overseas than us. My door has been open to everybody. Yes, I know I'm not the most liked player in the game. Probably somewhere between hated and mid-hated, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not the most liked. Go figure. I like to fight. I like to play. I like to call people out on their bullshit. So, yeah, I'm not liked. But we got to get rid of this divide for the community. We got to. This divide for the community has got to go. We're doing these shows for the community. Whether it's Shadow Killer. And Shadow, you know how to PM me. If there's a reason you want to keep us divided, let me know. If you think it's my account, hey, let's go through my account together, side by side. Let me know. You want to send somebody else over to go through my account because you haven't played in a while, send them. But let's get rid of the divide. I'm tired of the divide. Nutcracker, I don't. I personally have seen some of the chats about you. Yes, I think you're on the hated list, not the disliked list. I find it interesting, though. I do. I find it interesting. My last thing I want to address, and this is the most important. Look, the game could last 6 months, year, 10 years. We don't know what Kickside's going to do. We could beg them to fix this or do that or hit flat. They keep telling us they're getting Flash Player ready, or there's no telling what they're going to do. There isn't. Flash Player's not going to die. They're just not going to keep upgrading it. So either the game's going to get continuously worse, or the Kickside's going to get awful. That's up to Kickside. Yes, there's still money being made, so more likely, I think they're going to put a little effort into getting it off Flash. I hope, anyways. I invested enough money myself. And you're right, the game is very toxic because of all the flaws in it, plus some of the people in it. But we, as people here for the community, don't need to be toxic. We don't need to be the toxic ones battling back and forth. All our shows do something different for other people. Whether you're more of a UK player, so you're listening to Battle Vortex, or you're more of a technical person, you got Unshackled. Or you're big loud mouth like me, you got my show. There's something for everybody. But we're all here for the community. We don't need to have the split, the problem. You're exactly right. Dad put it again. It's called sitting on your high horse and thinking you're above the rest. You're 100% right. I'll tell you this right now for a fact. I am not the best player in this game. I'm not. I learned stuff from Scooby. Great person to learn from. Fantastic. Quick Draw McGraw. Fantastic person to learn from. I've learned from the Immortal One himself. How not to be an asshole, or try not to do shows drunk. I forget which one it is. Oh wait, it is to be an asshole, and don't do drunk shows. That's what it is. A little poke at you, Phil. This game is hard enough because Kickside makes it. We don't need to be doing this divide anymore, though. We don't. So whether my voice will fall on deaf ears, or my voice will be listened to, and maybe we can get rid of the divide, the great divide. Look, we don't have to be best friends. I don't have to be in Hangouts with you. I don't have to sit here and say I love every person on BV. There's a couple of people. I mean, I could tell you, Killer Queen. That's Nicole's name. Killer Queen and I have gotten to Hangouts, and we're good for 10 minutes. But after 10 minutes, we just get into it. We get into it about whatever, whether right or wrong, or either one of us are right or wrong. I still respect her. Do I respect what we've been doing lately, though, all of us? And I've allowed it too. I have allowed this split to go on. I should have addressed this sooner. This split needs to end. And I am putting this out there to anyone on Battle Vortex, Unshackled, or even my show. Cut the shit. We're here for the community. Period. We're here for the community. Let's end this divide and let's just move on. I want to thank everybody for their time. I know this is probably one of the longer than a thing, but this shit's got to end. We have a common enemy. It's Kickside. Let's put it to them. Let's do joint forum posts. Respond on each other's posts. Polls. Go to Discord. Argue with them. We don't need to be arguing with each other. We all want the same thing. A good game. A clean game. A correct game. So let's do that. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming out. And I think I'm going to say goodnight. See you guys Thursday.